Hello folks and welcome to another episode of Shogun Total War, where I'm playing as Clan Shimazu, and in the last episode I have just about eliminated Clan Oda. All that's left of them is this 430 troops here in this castle here in Awari, including the daimyo. He's still hanging out there. I'm not going to attack, I'm just going to let him starve to death or die of dysentery or whatever other plague. Just an awful way to die for the daimyo, the leader of a clan, but I'm going to leave him to it. I have other things in mind. I want to move on, and I was thinking I was going to consolidate here. In fact, I had mentioned that many of times. However, I'm thinking actually of just continuing to push on, because there are targets that are prime for the taking. For example, Mikawa here from Clan Imagawa. All Imagawa has right now is this province and this province, and they don't have any ports. I would be able to see them. For example, here I can see this port, I can see this port. But there's no port here. And there's no port here. So Mikawa cannot be reinforced by the troops here in Etchu at all. It is a river province, so I will have to deal with that, but I think that just judging by the strength, looking by the amount of red that's on that white banner, this is a pretty weak army, and I won't be able to attack necessarily this turn because I want to be able to leave enough troops. The thing with leaving troops to just siege out a castle, since they have 430 men, I want to at least leave, you know, more than that here in Awari. Because even though they are defeated, if I don't leave enough men back here, they can sally out from that castle and try to take back their province. So I need to leave enough men here. I do have some reserves that are being moved up, but they've already moved this turn, or have they not moved this turn? Oh no, I can't move them up this turn, so looks like I'll be able to attack Mikawa on the next turn, and I will just do that. And then, as far as the issue of Kaga. Now, as I've said before, Kaga scares me. They have tough troops there, and Kaga itself is a really tricky province to attack. And I had decided that I was thinking that I do want to actually roleplay this alliance that I've made with Clan Yusugi way back at the beginning of the campaign. Well, now that's kind of biting me in the butt here because they're right in my way. But I'm still thinking of just going with it and keeping that alliance going as long as they're willing to honor it as well. And here's the thing though, I'm going to test them. And what I have in mind is that I'm going to attack Kaga very soon. I think probably, yes, same as Mikawa. I'll attack Kaga and Mikawa, not this turn, but next turn. Because I need to wait for these troops to move up as well. And the test for Clan Yusugi is going to be this. They can assist me. They can actually come in and attack Kaga on the same turn and help me take Kaga. And that would be really cool. However, I'm going to leave Echizen not undefended. I do have these reserve forces that are going to be hanging out here, but I'm going to leave Echizen, may I say, half defended, and that's going to be the test, right? Clan Yusugi can either assist me in taking Kaga, or they can attack me and break their alliance and take Echizen, or, you know, attack Echizen at least, and that makes my decision easier. Then they become my enemies, and I will remove them from my way. I don't care if I have to retreat to the castle here in Echizen because I have plenty of troops in this area. So that's what I have in mind. Before I end the turn, I'm just going to spend a few minutes organizing my troops and moving them up, and I'll cut to when I'm ready, okay? Okay, I've just moved a few of my troops up, and I've moved a few of my agents and priests up closer to the front lines. I have one unit of ER Samurai being built here in Yamashiro, and that's pretty much it. I'm pretty low on money right now, so I want to be able to build one more unit next turn as well, so I'm not going to spend any more right now. And I'm ready to end turn. Oh wait, dang. Alright, so that's kind of what I was worried about. Okay, so we are the richest clan in Japan. That's not what I was worried about. That's good. Castle in Awari province is about to fall. That's good. And this is what I was worried about. Dang it. I was just one turn too slow because so Clan Yusugi did take Kaga province here. And it looks like they won because the rebels are holed up in their castle now. So now I'm being tested because as far as the loyalties and faith is concerned, Hida's been left wide open. These forces are probably a little bit damaged. And my options to go around Clan Yasugi are becoming more and more limited because at this point I can still attack Mikawa and I can still attack Imagawa, of course. But after that I'm pretty much left with just going down this western route of Japan. I can get into Shinano and I can attack Shinano and that'll be fine. So it's not that bad. It won't be that awkward, I guess. If anything, it'll kind of simplify things for me because I can just kind of move down this way instead of going down around Hida in both ways to avoid Clan Yasugi. I can just go down this route, and hopefully they attack me at some point so I can justify breaking or attacking them. Oh, that's tempting though. Hida's right there, and now I also noticed that Clan Imagawa's troops are no longer an Etchu. So I'm wondering where they went. I wonder if they attacked something. And I'm not seeing anything. I'm not seeing them. They're still only there and here. They're only in Mikawa and Etchu, so that's confusing to me. I don't know where they would be if they're not here because they didn't go here, so interesting. I'll have to keep an eye on that. Actually, I will keep an eye on that. I'm going to send my emissary over to Shinano, and maybe he can get eyes on neighboring provinces and see what's going on over there. Okay, so I'm going to attack Mikawa this turn. I'm just going to get my troops settled and ready, and I'll cut to when I'm ready to end the turn, okay? Alright, and that's all ready to go. I've moved my daimyo's army here into Mikawa and I'm ready to attack Imagawa here. Let's see, and other than that I just consolidated a few forces and I built another Yara Samurai here in Yamashiro, and I have another unit of guns being built here in Mikasa. Other than that, not much going on. I'm looking to make some money here in this new turn of the season. Set my taxes to punitive because my public order is looking okay, so with that being said, let's move on. Alright, I got that large castle in Mino. That means I can start building that church. Alright, here we go. River battle in Mikawa, 884 versus 348. Let's do this. Fine day, I'll take it. And I'm just gonna get my units grouped up and I'll cut to when I'm ready. Alright, ready to go here. Got my units grouped up, and I did make a mistake by not getting a full strength unit of Yari cavalry, but hopefully that doesn't bite me in the butt here. Begin battle and move my troops up. Yeah, so not a whole lot here. Looks like it's mostly just samurai archers, 4 groups of those, 2 units of Yari Ashigaru, and this is going to be a cakewalk. Still, it's important for these battles, especially the river battles, to fight them anyway. The auto resolve just is brutal against, against you as you're attacking on river battles. It's just really, really hard to win these. Or at least not take too many casualties. So as per usual, I'm just gonna I have a pretty standard formation for river battles. You probably are familiar with it by now. Just have my archers in the front as close as I can to the river itself. And then I have my spears behind. I have them ready to walk across the bridge and try to take as many arrows as they can, as is their duty. What's this unit of archers here? Oh, that's the guns. Forgot about my guns. Just place the guns right there. That'll do. Alright, and speed up here. Alright, that should be okay. Start moving them across. I'm tempted to just kind of rush my daimyo across and send them off to the side to distract them. Kind of an old-fashioned, old-school kind of way of winning these river battles. Might still do that, just because these are a lot of... I mean, that's 4 archer units, so... They're definitely going to do some damage here, but I'd still like to take out these 2 units of Yari Ashigaru before I go across. Yeah, they're going to start taking a lot of damage here, but... Frankly, I should be able to take out these units of Ashigaru probably just... with just a couple of goes at it here. Yeah, this unit's going to melt. Yeah, they're going down. This unit's taking some casualties. And get a couple shots in there. So I lost 19, and they lost almost an entire unit. Alright, just gonna go one more time here, and hopefully I can take out this general unit. Alright, ready to go back here. And they're just melting. Brutal stuff. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. I think now I can... Oh, okay. They wanna skirmish, eh? I mean, that's pretty much their only plan since all they have is archers left, so I think it's time for me to just go all out here and send in... Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna go straight in for a cavalry charge. I'm gonna get my unit of cavalry and get my daimyo unit. Looks like they have the range on me. Yeah, they're able to get my guys, so may as well send the horses over to stop this from happening, and just go for an all-out charge here. Cavalry are probably going to take some damage here, just because they're all these archers that are shooting in. But hopefully they can stop enough of those arrows in time for me to get some of my soldiers over. Send the Nodachi over as well. There we go. And how are we doing? The Yari Cav are... See, they're still fighting even though there's only 4 of them. But that's the difference of having a daimyo here to encourage them. Alright, if we can get my Yari going here. Get my daimyo going, there we go. And now I can bring my archers over as well. Gosh, I still have 2 Yari Cav fighting. Look at these guys. And just in the last episode, I had a full strength unit rout just because they were close to the enemy. So, just in comparison, these guys are heroes. Look at this. They're probably going to die too, which sucks. Let's see if I can get some soldiers over here to help them out. Oh man, they're still going. Look at these guys. Hey, look at these guys. Survivors here. Oh, I'm rooting for them now. I'm really rooting for these guys. I don't want them to die. I think this unit of archers is still fighting me. Jeez, oh Pete's. It's over, guys. It's over. Go. Yeah, there you go. Of course you would. You little hero, you. Alright, I don't think that running these guys down is exactly pertinent in this situation, just because if I'm correct, there's nowhere for them to run. They don't have any adjacent friendly provinces, so any soldier that's going to be run down, or I mean, that's going to escape in this battle is probably just going to perish. However, just in the nature of being thorough, I think I'm just going to run them down anyway. Also, I mean, because I don't know, you know, maybe they have something that I'm not aware of. Also, in addition to that, my troops are getting additional experience from this, so run them down indeed. Here we go. I can just speed it up though. Yeah, they're trying to fight back here. See, they must know they're on the last leg because they're putting up a fight, even though there's only 23 left of them. They're doing some damage too. I mean, if you look at the kill ratio bar up top, like that's not bad. They put some hurt on me for sure. There we go. So yeah, I lost 217 men on this one, so it wasn't a free battle for sure. Alright, was able to pillage 525 koku from that. And this castle in Awari has fallen to my troops, so that's good. Got an average harvest, so I'm looking at 11,972, so that's good.
Men are your castles. Men are your walls.
Awesome stuff. Got Clan Oda is now eliminated. And Imagawa, so this will last for, looks like 3 turns. And yeah, so it should just be... So what's going on here? Now I can't even see... I wonder if Imagawa still exists. Yeah, so they still have that one province, but I don't see any soldiers, so I'm really baffled. I'm going to send my emissary up here to Echu to see what's going on. But I wanted to take a look at Shinano first to see what Takeda has. Nothing crazy, it looks like. Takeda... So, the thing that I want to watch out for is, yeah, these guys, Naginata Cavalry. So this is a very powerful cavalry unit. Not the most armor, but very good attack. But I'm not seeing any heavy cavalry. And I'm only seeing that one unit of Naginata Cavalry, whatever they were here. And they're damaged at that, so... They're not looking that powerful. I mean, they do have some numbers here in Shinano. But they aren't quite teched up to the high-tech cavalry that they can be known for later on in the campaign. So my daimyo here should be fine in Mikawa. Probably don't have to worry too much about being attacked here, but with that being said, I think it's time to move up this reserve force. They can definitely help bolster my defenses here in Mikawa. And yeah, so it looks like Yasugi's doing well here in Kaga. That's fine, I guess. I'm still a little bummed I didn't get to take that. That would have been cool. Also, that would have been nice to kind of showcase a combined arms attack there. But anyway. Alright, so moving forward, I think the idea is to continue my attack, well actually start my attack, because Takeda started the war against me by attacking me here in Mino. And I think going forward I can just further push this and go into Totomi, which as you can see is very lightly defended. And then possibly just go through here. I want to take a few of these provinces before I actually do take Shinano, just because the problem with taking Shinano is that it's bordered by so many provinces. It is very useful. It's a very good province to own because it has decent income, 340. Now, every cavalry unit that's produced here has a bonus to their honor, which is really nice. You can build an armory in Shinano, so you can build armored heavy cavalry units here in Shinano. And it's overall a very commanding province to have, just because it borders so many provinces. But for that reason, that makes it very hard to defend, because you can be attacked from all over, all the time. If you're surrounded by 4 enemies, you can be attacked by 4 enemies all the freaking time. And it gets very exhausting to defend if you're not up for it. So the key with taking Shinano is to take a lot of the regions around it first, before you actually go for it itself. However, as I've seen, or as we've seen, just now, if I wait too long, Yasugi, who I had initially thought were kind of stuck here in Hida, well, look at this now. They're getting, they're starting to branch out. They took Kaga. And what's worrying about that is that now, they can, once they fully take this province here in Kaga, they can build a port in Kaga, and then, therefore, connect these forces back with all of their rich territories here in northern Japan. And once that happens, it's just going to be a non-stop flow of troops coming in here, and they can take Shinano pretty quickly. So I'm looking at probably, if I can, maybe, we'll see. It just depends on how many troops I can get up here fast enough, because I still have to be able to defend whatever provinces I have while taking Shinano. So what I might do is just make sure I have a stack here in Mikawa to defend, and then I can attack Totomi and Shinano on the same turn. Anyway, that's what I have in mind. I'm going to move some of my forces around, and I'll get back to you when I'm ready, okay? Alright, now I have moved up my forces and put a few buildings in place. Check my taxes. They are very low here because it's winter time, and I will not be collecting any harvest now. I've put my usual unit orders in all of my unit production facilities. And as far as new buildings being built, let's see, now there. I do have a few ports being built here. Put in a port here for some more money, and I am also, in the provinces that I already have ports, I'm building these Portuguese trading posts because I'm going to get more money from these as well. And then up here, let's see, in Aki, I'm going to build an armory so I can build some armored archers here in Aki. And what else? Let's see, working on a fortress here in Yamashiro so I can build up to a cathedral as soon as I have this church. I believe this will be my 8th church. So once I have this 8th church built, then I can build this cathedral here in Yamashiro, and that'll be collecting a lot of money for me from all of my churches. I think that's it. Oh, also I'm going to be building a Portuguese trading post here in Owari because unlike all these other places where I'm building Portuguese trading posts, I'm just building them there for the money. I can be producing gun units there if I want to, but really I don't need that many. I'm already producing guns here in Wakasa, and the thing with Owari is that I have a bonus to any troops that are produced here that are Ashigaru. And the gun units are Ashigaru units, they're peasants. The samurai, well, at least in this game, aren't using guns, it's just the peasants themselves. So if I produce them here in a war, they'll be getting a +1 honor bonus, and that'll just make them more accurate, more effective, especially once they're muskets. But in the meantime, I'm not going to be making any attacks here. I'm just going to be building up my forces for a little bit, and let's see, triple check taxes are very low, and I think I'm ready to move on here. Alright, got a port finished being built in Osumi, that's good. More money, another port in Hyuga. Got the swordsmith in Heizen so that my cavalry units that are produced here will have a higher attack. Portuguese trading post in Tosa, so more money. And fortress in Yamashiro, so now I can start building up the next level of castle. Alright, all quiet there, just a couple more turns here in the Mikawa province. Alright, now I have eyes on, so they didn't go anywhere, I just didn't have eyes on, so they're still here hanging out here in Etchu. And that's fine. So with my emissary I can just kind of peek around. Where do I want to go with them? Yeah, I can just send him here in Kaga and take a peek to see what's going on here. Okay, and now I think I'm just gonna go through my queues and check out my troops again, and I'll cut to when I'm ready to end the turn again. Alright, here I am. I have my troops moved up, and I got my agents moved up. Only thing, so I built a bunch more troops, but the only thing I put in is this citadel. Once I have the citadel built, this is the 4th and last level of castle that can be built in this game. Meaning that once this is built, then anything that can be built in this game can be built here in Yamashiro. This will unlock the cathedral once I have that 8th church built here in Mino. So that's going to be key for me, is making sure that gets built up as soon as possible. And other than that, I'm ready to end this turn. Alright, I have the fortress finished being built here in Tatsuma. That's the 3rd level of castle. Got a basic castle in Shikugo. I had to build that so that I can just build a port here. Same thing here in Shikuzen. The famous archery dojo, I put this in here in Nagato so that I can get +1 honor archers being built here in Nagato. And just one more turn here for the soldiers here in Mikawa. I was able to catch an enemy ninja here in Echizen, so someone's going after my heir, and I don't like that. That makes me nervous. Alright, so looks like nothing much changed. I'm just going to take a look at what they have here. So that's a decent, so now they have with that blue shield, or that silver shield down here, indicates that that's the +2 armor, whereas the bronze is the +1 honor. So these are decent little troops here. Also, it's hard to see, but that's a little sword icon here in the bottom left, so that's +1 to their attack. So got +1 attack archers, got +2 armored infantry units. That's really not too shabby. Also, they have one of their heirs here, and their other heirs here in Hida. So I don't think they're producing those armored units here. It's actually, oh yeah, because they're connected here in Noto, because they own Noto, and that connects them to the rest of their territories. So I know Saito has an iron sand deposit, so they can produce armored soldiers here, and that's probably what's happening. They're already coming through here. So that's gonna be a little scary little force, and I'm curious. I'm really wondering if they're gonna actually break their lines and attack me. They might. I mean, they're building up for sure. They might go for Takeda instead. Let's take a quick peek here. So they are Takeda is the only clan that they are at war with. So we will see. They could, of course, just finish off Imagawa here at Echu at some point. So that's another option. Yeah, that's the thing. They probably won't go for me just because we are allies and because I do have a strong front and there are weaker enemies around them. So yeah, I don't think they will go for me, but guess we'll find out. I'm going to keep building up here and getting ready for an attack here in Totomi and Shinano, and I'll get back to you when my troops are in position. Okay, and I got my troops moved up here, and probably not going to be ready to attack yet. I still need a few more units in my daimyo's army. This army here is ready to go, and my heir's army is all stacked up and ready. Just need a few more soldiers here, and let's see. Don't have a whole lot of money left, so I just have a unit of Yari spears being built here in Yamashiro, and I have this unit of guns being built here in Mikasa. Check on my heir, and just one more year to go before Shimazu Yoshihisa is ready to serve me as a general. And let's end the turn and see what happens. Alright, building message from Mino. So got the church that's built here in Mino, so that's good. That should be my 8th church. Okay, and I got this castle here at Mikawa. And let's see, I forgot to move my emissary last turn, so I can move him down here and check out, see what's happening. Alright, and let's see here. So nothing else has changed. I'm just going to be looking at yeah, I'm just going to continue getting my forces ready, and I'll cut to you when that's done, okay? Alright, got my soldiers moved up here, and since I'm down to not a whole lot of money again, I just have this Yari Samurai and a unit of guns being produced, and that'll be it for now, and ready to end the turn here and see what kind of money I make. Alright, got the Portuguese trading post here in Bungo. Another Portuguese trading post in Busan. Got that armory built in Aki, so I can start building armored archers. And Portuguese trading post in Awari, so I can start building those +1 honor bonus guns. Okay, all's looking quiet. Poor harvest down to 8,812, so not good there. That's why I want to keep building up all of these ports and trading posts so they don't have to rely on those harvests, because yeah, 8,000 is not going to do it. That's not good. Alright, looking at this is a ridiculous army. It's all archers except for just this one unit of Yari Samurai, and it is led by the great 6-star General Yusugi Kenshin. One of the greatest generals during the Sengoku Jidai period is right here. What else do they have? More, so a few armored soldiers here, archers and cavalry archers. Nothing too crazy. What I want to do, I do want to come down here and check out Totomi. Looks like they got a 4-star general, so I want to see. Oh, I already have a. Oh, sweet! I got a border watchtower here in Mikawa. Sweet. So yeah, nothing special. Just 4-star general, 2 cavalry archers, some Yari Ashigaru. Nothing I can't take, but let's see, what do I got here? Oh yeah, gotta bring down the tax levels, and now everyone's happy. Looking good, looking good. Alright, so I'm just gonna continue consolidating my forces and getting ready to attack Takeda. Looks like Yusugi has a pretty strong front here in eastern Japan, and we're going to respect our alliance and hold. The good news is that we don't have to hold a. It's not that much frontage. We just have to hold Echizen and Mino, and these are, as I've said before, very defensible provinces. So I don't have a problem defending these places. Yes, they are kind of stacking up and getting kind of strong in these areas. And yes, it's a little bit awkward to go around them, but it's not the worst thing in the world. In fact, what I was looking at doing before was even more awkward because I was going to be going around Hida on both sides just to respect our alliance. In this case, I'm just going to go around them on this side. Now, where it would get tricky is if they actually take Shinano before I do. Then it's like, oof, that's a lot. That takes up a lot of space, and that's me. That would be me hugging a very narrow strip here of land that not only doesn't give me a lot of room to move, but it means that I'm having to basically garrison every single province as I move on, because this is going to border everything. So hopefully that doesn't happen. I don't think I'll be able to get to attacking Shinano on this episode. That's something I want to look forward to in the next one. I need to make sure that when I do make this double-pronged attack on Totomi and Shinano, I have enough soldiers for... So I basically do have enough garrison troops in Mikawa and Mino. For me, at this point, it's just a matter of not having enough time for this episode. Which is unfortunate, but I can still spend a couple more turns just on like getting troops and soldiers ready, but I just don't have enough time to commit to what would essentially be 2 battles. Would be like probably a half hour at least if I want to make sure I fight it correctly, and I still don't have the time for that, which is too bad. I wanted to get you those, but with that being said, I still do want to spend a little bit more time consolidating my forces. The other problem with me for these end turns is just that when I do have time constraints, if I have a situation where I plan, 2 battles, right? Well, it might not just be those 2 battles. I might attack twice, but I also might might have to defend as well, which at that point now we're looking at maybe 40 minutes of just battles. So yeah, I can't do that quite yet. I'm gonna have to say that for next episode, but I'm still gonna spend another turn or 2. Yeah, I'd like to kind of get this heir of 8, so I don't have to keep like looking and thinking about that. So I'm just gonna spend a few minutes getting my soldiers ready, and I'll cut to the end turn. All right, I got my unit production queues put in as per usual. Do have a few ports being built on this year. Other than that, not going too crazy with the buildings in this year, just because my income is relatively low. 9 grand is not really what I was hoping for, so I'm not going to go too crazy with the buildings. I want to make sure I can build troops throughout the year for the next 4 turns, so I'm just going to keep it at that and not going to make any more moves here. So I'm just going to end the turn. Okay, got that port in Higo, so more money for me. Another port in Bingo, more money. And let's see, I thought I saw Takeda Shingen, the 6-star general. Nope, not there. So when I was mentioning before in the last episode how there's only, I think, 3 heirs in the entire game that start off as 6 stars, just because historically those were some of the most legendary generals of this time. So one of them's here, Yusugi Kenshin, and then one of them belongs to Takeda, which is Takeda Shingen. And historically, those two were great rivals. I mean, they essentially fought each other to a standstill here, actually, in province of Shinano. So I think it'd be really cool if they did that again and kind of went head to head. I was hoping that would happen. I thought I saw him creep in here, but he must have moved somewhere else. Anyway, moving on, I think, let's see, I just want to get the troops moved up in this turn, and then it will be, yeah, so my heir is going to come of age when I press end turn on this turn. So I want to make sure he's in a unit of archers, so the key to that is to make sure that I have a unit of archers being produced in my lefternmost province. So that means I'm not going to produce any units here in Tetsumo or Hizen. And just to be safe, Tosa either. So I'm just going to produce him here in Nagato. That means I can also get... that means he'll have an armor bonus to keep him safer. Anyway, I'm just going to cut to the end turn and then I can get that heir built and out of the way, okay? Alright, I got my troop productions put in, and not going to do anything else with buildings for now. And just moved my emissary down here to Suruga to see if I can... Just wanted to keep tabs on Takeda Shingen, see what he's moving about, see if I can get eyes on him. Other than that, let's end turn. Alright, Shimazu Yoshihisa, welcome son. Let's see what kind of stuff you're made of. Let's go here and check him out. Hey, look at that, got a 4-star. Not bad, not bad. 4-star general as a 16-year-old boy, essentially. So remember, so my daimyo started off as a 3-star general, and then his firstborn son, or his oldest son, started off as a 3-star general, and it took him years and many battles to build up to becoming great leaders enough to be considered 4-star generals. Not this young lad. He's apparently he's just brilliant. He's just born brilliant. He's immediately one of the best generals in Clan Shimazu. So awesome. He's gonna become actually what I'll do with him, and I'll move him down here to Mino. And he will essentially replace Arima Yoshimoto or Yoshitomo as my general leading my central forces here. There'll be plenty of battles still for Arima Yoshitomo, sorry, and he will be able to lead my. I will need 4 armies for sure, so he's not going to be out of the action. Good sir, you've served me well. You're going to have plenty more battles here in the future. But I think that's going to be it for this episode. My apologies for not getting any more battles in. It was just that little battle here in Mikawa. So, but I think next episode we'll make up for it. I will be able to get battles here in Totomi and Shinano. Hopefully, fingers crossed, Yushigi does not take Shinano from me, or take Shinano before I get to it. I don't think so. I could have done it here, so I think I will be able to do it in the next episode, basically on turn 1 of next episode, just because I could have done it. I just can't. I don't want to fit it in here on this episode right now. So, alright, that's going to be it for now. So I hope you all have enjoyed this episode. And until next time, this has been Con of Step, and this has been Shogun Total War. Thank you very much, and goodbye.